These are the brand new Ping G710 irons. Let's do it. Oh, and did I mention the black? And let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching my content, first of all, Ping have released a beautiful black iron. Yes! But also, first of all, second of all, if you are new here guys, please make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button below. That way you won't miss any of the great golf related content that I put on this channel every single day for you guys to enjoy. Also guys, hit those comments below. Who here has ever owned Ping irons? And what were they? Also guys, generally, would you buy Ping irons again? Because I find that Ping are the brand for the loyalists. Ping are the brand for the people who want to keep replacing with the same brand, they want to stay with the same brand. I guess that's the loyalists. For me, there just aren't that many brands out there where people remain so loyal throughout the years of owning irons. I've known people go from G4 to G10 to G15 to G20 to G25 to I25 to I10, back to I1, back to I2, back to... You get the gist. People just generally seem happy to stay with the Ping golf clubs, and that could be stemmed from a number of things. It could be stemmed from good customer service, it could be stemmed from just enjoying the product, it could be stemmed from playing your best golf ever. Play your best, I think that's Ping's logo, but it also could be down to them being the underdogs a little bit. They don't spend a fortune on marketing. They don't... Oh, that was a great shot. We should get to the irons in a second. They don't pay players millions and millions and millions to go and play the product so they can sell loads in the shops. They just stick with what they've got. They stick with Lee Westwood, they stick with Louis Oosthuizen. And generally you know that if someone leaves Ping as a company, they've just gone for more money, not necessarily better product. I mean, how long's Westwood been playing Ping? 40 years? Sorry Lee, if it's not 40 years, I know you're not that old, but it's been a long time. So getting on to these irons, these are the Ping G710 irons. I wonder when the Ping G100 irons will come out. That'll be funny, won't it? Or the G1000 irons. They'll have to be limited edition, won't they? Now these are big, they're black, and head shape wise, they generally don't look like they're gonna be for me. So I will definitely get Mark, the mid-handicap tester, to try these, and we'll also get Foxy to try them as well, the beginner golfer. And that's one thing which I think he's going to let these down a little bit straight away. They feel very, very hard. They feel rock hard. And for me, when I absolutely smash one, I've been hitting pitching wedge here, they sound very, very loud as well. Now that's something which you can associate with some Ping clubs. I can't say all Ping clubs now because the new blueprint irons feel so good and so nice. We do have a similar vibe here with the G710 as you do the blueprint. They've tried to... Oh, it felt really good. 145 yard pitching wedge. Yes, please. But they have definitely tried to make them look a little bit sleeker. They've tried to slim them down a little bit. Remember, black slimming. If you're big and chunky and you stick a black jumper on, generally it's going to make you look a bit better. Maybe. But these irons aren't just the G700 irons with the black finish. There are a few more bits of technology in here, a few little advancements that are supposed to help you hit it that little bit further, get that extra little bit of forgiveness. And that's exactly what these irons are about. I'm expecting these to go a long way. That was a terrible strike. That was one of the worst golf swings I've made all year. And the 7 iron's flown 172 yards. Wow. So one of the big pieces of technology within these irons is the brand new, faster, miraging steel face. Now this is made out of one of the strongest aerospace grade alloys in the world. Wow. I do find it amazing how golf manufacturers do really try to get the words aerospace in there, Boeing in there, rocket in there. I think at one point Callaway even got Lamborghini in there, which was, they did well, didn't they? Come on 7-iron, let's have a good swing. This one's gonna go miles. Oh, that's gone a long way. That's gone 185 yards. But it has only spun at sub 5,000, which isn't a lot for a 7-iron. And we all know the argument about spin and loft angles. I will put the loft angles on the clubs below now. I'm aware that they are quite strong, but that's exactly what's needed because this club, well, not this club in particular, but the G710 range has 5% more MOI than the G700 range. And that's down to high density tungsten weighting located in the toe, there, and in the heel, like there. Obviously higher MOI does mean more stability throughout the shot. It also means more forgiveness. It means a better launch. It means more accurate shots. And I suppose we can see that here. I have been swinging a little bit better recently, so maybe it's not the great... Oh, that was a horrible strike. That was nearly a shank. I think that one was nearly out of the high density tungsten. That one wasn't very good at all. And it's, well, it's done, yeah, it's done well. Look how straight it's gone as well. That was a shank. That definitely serves me right for saying I've been swinging better. So on the basis of that, I've been swinging it. So let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, nearly 190 yards. I think I already kind of know where I'm going with these, but they do look a lot better for me than the previous G700. I think the black finish is absolutely genius because with the G700 it looked big, it looked bulky. They've stuck that black jumper on it, sort of. And actually the club face where the grooves are is a little bit lighter. That's more like a grey, so you can see that, you can see where you're aiming, you can see where the club needs to be. But then the excessive surface area on the toe and the heel actually gets lost a little bit because of, obviously it's just dark and black. That may be because we're inside, but I do think that it just makes it look that little bit more stealth-like is what Ping are calling it, but also that little bit more slimming, that little bit more streamlined for such a big club. That's gone again 180 plus. These are strong irons. Another thing which these irons have, which I think will go down an absolute storm with some people as well, is the Archos in the grip. As you can see here, we do now, if I peel this sticker off, have the Archos system similar that's in the Cobra. And for me, for the level of golfer that's going to be playing these irons, I think that is absolutely genius. 1 minute, I'm going to concentrate on this. This is now the 5 iron. Get ready for this. That's a rocket, 207 yards, and I'll tell you now there's more in the tank for that as well. Now, one thing that I'm not a huge fan of with the Archos system, you do get a free 90-day trial, but after that, you guessed it, $99 a year. Really, Ping? Really? For me, that's a little bit of a cheap shot. I wouldn't be happy with that. I wouldn't be happy with spending the money on the irons, getting a 90 day. It could at least have been a year, couldn't it? 90 day. 90 days is just a good invoice payment, isn't it? Let's try and get one over 210. That was toey. That was toey, and again 202 yards. And actually it's spinning a little bit better. This is spinning, and I do find this when I test this type of iron, that the long irons actually spin a little bit better. This is obviously me as a player a lot more. I'm a very low spin player anyway. If you watch a lot of my reviews, you will know I even spin in some bladed irons very, very low. So it's not just the club that's spinning low. 206, very, very consistent. I did definitely hit some longer ones in the warm-up because I remember thinking, yeah. Right guys, we're going to hit 2 more shots with this, then we're going to take a look at the numbers. They're obviously going to be impressive, they're going to be long, but they're not going to be for everyone. I obviously could not game these because of the lack of control, the lack of spin, the lack of, potentially even the lack of workability, which I can't believe I'm really saying. One thing which is annoying me a little bit is, look at that, it's just kind of, I don't know where the Archos is. Where the Archos is, it just feels kind of a little bit, I don't know, not loose, but loose. Let's go again. That was incredibly toey, and it's still nearly 200 yards. Let's go one more. I'm going to really step on this one now, and we're going to see just how far I can get this out there. I think this is going to be a 220. 211, not bad. Guys, let's take a look at how these clubs have performed. We have hit the pitching wedge, we've hit the 7 iron, we've hit the 5 iron. Aesthetically, I'm going to put it out there, these are potentially the best looking game improvement clubs I've potentially ever seen. You could throw them out there with the HMB irons from Mizuno, but these are even bigger than them. There aren't many irons out there for this demographic, for this type of golfer, that just look this good. I mean, even how the silver number on top just differentiates it from the actual club head. Just think it looks fantastic. And that lone white groove on the bottom, which we know we got on every single Ping iron and wedge anyway, looks so good on the Blackhead. Dare I say it, you could mistake these for PXG. There, I've said it. I walked back in there because I think I can get this, I can definitely hit this further. Definitely hit this further, come on. Long drive with the 5 iron, obviously. That's as good as I've got, 216. 216. Guys, let's take a look at just how far these irons have gone. So guys, we're going to start with dispersion, and dispersion on these irons is incredible. Now, a lot of people do say on my videos, well, dispersion is just you, it's all about you, it's not about the clubs. And part of that's right, but I definitely think that the clubs obviously help. Like, look at these 3 shots. So we've got the 5 iron there, the 7 iron there, and the pitching wedge there. I mean, it wouldn't be a review. It wouldn't be one of my reviews without a 4 left shot, would it? Even with a pitching wedge. But look at that 7 iron. That's on a piece of string, and the 5-iron is not bad either. Let's take a look at the numbers, and we're going to start with 5-iron. So I hit 6 shots there in the end because I really wanted to get one out there. All very, very impressive, all over 200 yards, which is further than I would hit mine. But remember, these are strong lofted. There's a lot of technology in there. Club head speeds all around kind of 95, apart from the odd bad one, which interestingly still went 206 yards with a lower club head speed, and the ball speed was up there at 131, which is pretty impressive. So we have an average of 206, which if I was gaming a 5-iron with an average of 206, I'd be quite pleased with that. The worrying one there, the spin's sub 4. I mean, if it was 4.5, I'd be able to cope with that, but it is very, very low. We have an average club head speed of 94.1, an average ball speed of 130.6. What about the 7-iron? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My 7-iron is about 165 club normally. As you can see there, they're long, but look at these spin rates. They're not going to do it, I'm afraid. So we're an average 7-iron distance of 181. So hopefully there, if your 6-iron goes kind of 190-ish, 6-iron goes 190-ish, honestly. Then you're going to have a decent gap throughout the set, but you would obviously need a lot of wedges in there. And that's spinning on average, you can see at 4.685, which again, very, very, very low. So what about the pitching wedge? What about the scoring club? Very, very consistent there, 140. It was like 3 yards in those first 4. And then I got one out there at 145, which again is quite big for me. A pitching wedge, 130, 135. But you see, that's not spinning horrendously, is it? For me, a pitching wedge would normally spin at about 9,000. Ball speed's all very good at 107, 107, 108. You can see those there. Average of 140, which is a couple of yards up on my general pitching wedge. Spinning average at 7.2 and an average club head speed of 87, ball speed 108. So all in all, what do we think to the Ping G710 irons? Also guys, before we do, can we have a round of applause? Because we have had the dog in the studio all day and he's not made a peep. So well done, mate. What did you think to the G710 irons? Do you like them? Did you, do you want G710s? No? Okay, no problem. I know what you're thinking, what a legend. But back to the G710 irons, I think these are a fantastic idea. I think there's such a good advancement from the G700s, not just in the colour, but in the technology, in the feel. They still feel really, really hard. They still sound really hard, but they're always going to. With the amount of technology that's rammed in there, you're never going to get something that feels buttery soft. Obviously, there is the blueprint for that if you fancy hitting the blueprint 3-iron, which, yeah, let's not go there. But generally, guys, I'm going to get Foxy to test these. I'm going to get Mark, the mid-handicap tester, to test these, and we're going to report back to see just how forgiving they are. But for me, I can't believe how straight some of those shots have gone. I actually shanked one of them, as we showed you, and it went arrow straight. That's ridiculous. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. Leave us a like if you enjoyed that content. And also, guys, hit those comments below. How good's the dog? He's I don't know where he's gone. Where are you going? Come on, mate, come in. Hit the comments below. The dog's, yeah, he's, what do you think? No, he's not having it, sorry. He's not having it. Guys, hit those comments below. Could you see yourself using the Ping G710 irons? He's right underneath the camera. Cheers, mate. Yeah, cheers. Thank you. Could you see yourself using the Ping Could you see yourself using the Ping G710 irons or any other irons that Ping are offering this year? Guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I very much look forward to seeing you tomorrow.